Oh, he went down. The quad, the quad. What's up, people? Boom here, and I posted on a couple of places that the Golf is one of the fastest drag cars you buy, and obviously people haven't been believing me, so I've compared it here with a GTR and AVENTADOR on the drag track pedal to the metal for proof. Now, my Golf is, it's maxed out. It's got about, what? I think it's 673 horsepower and a top speed about 230. Can't remember the 0 to 60 exactly or the quarter mile, but I know it's pretty fast. And this is the best one that I got with it over a couple. And it will cross the line at about 25.89 seconds. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. 25.89 seconds is what it takes on this track. And the thing is, it's not the Golf's best track either, because you can see it topping out for a lot of the time, and a little bit of a wreck there, but yeah. Right, so after this, I thought, you know what, I'm going to buy my own GTR, because I have the money, and I'm going to max it all out. I'm leaving the turbo till last, so I can get the absolute best out of the car. And in the end, it comes out at 1.76 0 to 60, 8.8 quarter mile at 161, a top speed of 235, and 1,233 horsepower. And I spent a little bit of time just customizing it, because, why not? I eventually decided on the GTR at the start of Fast and Furious 6, the one with the Ben Saper body kit, the blue one. But anyway, yeah, after I've done all this, I give myself a little bit of time to familiarize myself with the GTR, how it launches. And I also pour power and nitrous on it, because I do the same for my Golf, and I'll do the same for the AVENTADOR after this. And yeah, just spend a little bit of time getting to know the car, like where to use the nitrous and all that good stuff. And I eventually work out what the best place to use it is. So I take it back to the pedal in the metal, which you'll see in a second. Pedal in the metal, pedal to the metal. That's my speech for you. But yeah, anyway, take it up to the start line, and I managed to get perfect starts on all these, so there's no disputing that on any of this. And then the problem with the GTR is it will launch really well. I think both cars, both the GTR and the AVENTADOR, will launch faster than the Golf. But after that is where the acceleration drops off like a lot, especially with the GTR. I mean, look at this. About just after the nitrous finish, you can see it just does not accelerate anywhere near as quickly as the Golf. I think in this one I do tap the wall ever so slightly towards the end, and I pull off a time of about 27.7. But even if I didn't tap the wall like I did, I think about, yeah, right there, I still don't think I would have got anything under 27 out of that, because it just didn't accelerate as much as it should have when it got closer to the top speed, especially when it's got almost twice the power of the Golf. But anyway, yeah, after this I sell the GTR, so I've got money for the AVENTADOR, and then I do the same thing with the AVENTADOR. I get all the customizing, well, the performance customizing done, and then I eventually decide on the turbo last again, so I can get the best performance out of it that I can get. And I end up with 1.93 0 to 60, 8.7 quarter mile at 172, a top speed of 232, and I think that was 1,090 horsepower. I might have missed it slightly, but I think it was 1,090. And then I customize this one as well, give it a matte black. And then I do the same with GTR, just take it out 15 minutes, see what it's like, work out my way around the gears as well, because I use manual gears all the time now, because they finally introduced it in this update, and thank Ghost Games for that, because that was a long time coming. But anyway, the AVENTADOR accelerates better than GTR, but still not quite as good as the Golf, and the Golf would be faster around this track still if it didn't wheel spin every time it got to the slightest corner possible. But anyway, yeah, aside from that, you can see here, I get another perfect launch, as you will see right now. See, it still drops off slightly in acceleration to the Golf at this point, although it doesn't wheel spin around the corner, which will work in its favour, but it doesn't quite get to its top speed fast enough, and it's only 2 miles an hour faster in top speed than the Golf, so it doesn't really have the space to quite catch up. So as you can see, it still posts, it's a lot better than the GTR, but still slower than the Golf. But yeah, I will talk about a couple of other cars that I noticed after I ran these two. One of these cars is a 1965 Ford Mustang, the one that you can make a unicorn out of. In terms of acceleration compared to the Golf, they are very similar, if not exactly the same. And because the Golf has a habit of understeering and wheel spinning every time you even think about getting near the steering wheel, the Mustang and the Golf, they could probably trade blows on drag races all day long, depending on the drivers. Another car that I should mention here is the 1974 Porsche 911 RSR. The one that Madness Walker's car is based out of. In terms of acceleration compared to the other two, it's ever so slightly down, but why does the phone have to go off? Hold on. Anyway, yes, compared to the Golf and the Mustang in terms of acceleration, it's not quite as good as the other two, but it's very, very slight. It's better than the Aventador for sure. And because it has a higher top speed than those two, I'd say in the longer drag races, like Speed Tunnel and possibly Pedal to the Metal as well, I reckon it might be slightly faster. But I think in the short drag races, it will be between the Golf and the Mustang. And actually, one car that I should also mention is the Datsun, or what you would now know as Nissan, the 240 ZG. I don't see a lot of people with this online, and it's quite underrated. I think it sounds amazing, and another thing is, in terms of acceleration, I'd say it's probably on par with the 911. It does have lower top speed than the other two though, but it handles amazing. So if not the best drag car, I'd say it's the car that I would use when the going gets twisty, like when you're in the mountains, because the Golf will not be able to handle itself. The Mustang, I've tried, but I just can't seem to get the right tune of it just to handle those mountains so well. But the Datsun, that can get it pretty much straight away. And even if you tune it, it'll probably even do it even better. So that's my opinion on that. But anyway, yes. The point is, you now know that the Golf can beat the Aventador, the GTR, and almost everything else. So, I've been Boomboiman. I'll catch you later.